When I say rave, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Drinking, drugs, promiscuity? That is how raves have been portrayed in TVs and movies for some time. But I am here today to talk with you about the values of the rave culture, exemplified through these things right here. Poi sticks. Having been to more raves than I can count, my experience with them has been shaped strongly by poi spinning, and I will talk to you today about just what these crazy things are, how they came about, and how they exemplify certain values of the culture. For starters, what are poi sticks? I'm sure most of you have never seen these in your lives, and to many of you they probably look like high-tech glow sticks. In a sense, they are. This is how they're used. Poi sticks are a type of light device used for two main purposes: to express and to entertain. Many people come to a rave to express themselves in ways they can't in everyday life. With music blasting above 10 decibels, energy is high and emotions are roaring. When dancing is one way people express their feelings, putting them into an art form is another. There are over 100 different moves or patterns of spinning that are commonly used with poi sticks. Each of these leaving a different trailing pattern of lights and colors. These moves are then chained together by the user to tell a story or express an emotion of the song that's playing. This oftentimes requires immense amount of focus from the user, with the final product being an expression that is truly their own. On the other end of the spectrum is the audience. Many people in the crowd come to be amazed, whether it's by the artist, the music, or simply the acceptance of the crowd. Everyone is there for the unified purpose of enjoying themselves and the music. One of the most wonderful things that can happen is to get to watch a personal show from someone spinning poi. Because of the friendly atmosphere, you can walk up to almost anyone with a set of sticks and ask if they'll spin for you. What happens next is almost magic. In the dark-lit concert venue, they flip on the switch and light up their sticks. For the next 2 to 5 minutes, you watch almost in a trance-like state as the space in front of you lights up with amazing colors and patterns synced perfectly to the ear-shattering music all around you. Your eyes light up in wonder as the show is personally crafted just for you. It's entertainment that you would expect to see in Vegas or a carnival. But here it is, right in front of your face. That is how poi provides entertainment to many. Now that you understand the purpose of the poi sticks, we can talk about history. Poi spinning has two distinct parts: its conception and its adoption into the rave culture. Its conception dates back hundreds of years to the Maori people of New Zealand. In their language, poi means ball on a string. They would spin heavy balls attached to the string of fibers that they made to prepare for battle. By doing this, they would strengthen their wrists and gain dexterity in their movements. This would allow them to handle their various tools and weapons for combat and hunting more skillfully. As time went on, the Maori gradually began using these poi sticks to enhance their dance and their storytelling as they battled less and less. The second part of the history, the adoption into rave culture, happened much more recently. In the early 1990s, people were exposed to this art form at Burning Man First, a popular music festival. As the rave scene grew in America, the popularity of poi followed suit, being quickly adopted by the culture, as it fit in well with their values. Well, what are their values? Finally, we can talk about the rave culture and how poi sticks represent them values. As stated earlier, people go to a rave to express and enjoy themselves. People from all walks of earth gather for the sole purpose of enjoyment, and no matter who you are, you can fit in. The social cliques of the outside world fail to break into the rave scene. The one overarching value that is essential to the culture is to be in the moment. For the short amount of time that a rave is going on, the outside world ceases to have control. And by being fully immersed in the moment, you take full advantage of the experience. Now, how might this fit in with poi spinning, you may ask? Poi spinning itself is a subset of what is known as flow art, a type of movement-based art that puts the user in a state of flow. Flow is defined as the mental state of operation in which a person performing an activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. Common times this is referred to as being in the zone. By spinning poi, you can achieve this state of flow, and you can be completely immersed in the moment. This in the zone is an essential value to raves, and because toy spinning puts you in the zone, it excellently represents the culture as a whole. In conclusion, toy sticks are essential and representative aspects of the rave scene. Toy sticks themselves have a long history and have been intertwined with rave since their inception in America. By entertaining and allowing expression, they have become a staple at every event, and through emphasis on being in the moment, they exemplify what each person attending a rave attempts to do. Whether it's through spinning sticks, listening to music, or your own method, I challenge you to find your state of flow.